مشاهدي زووم أفريقيا، احنا مع حضراتكم في تغطية خاصة وحلقة خاصة من مدينة شرم الشيخ، مدينة السلام، مدينة الخضراء. ومعايا دلوقتي لقاء مهم جدا من دولة ليسوتو، احنا ما كلمناش عنها قبل كده في زوم أفريقيا. معايا دلوقتي واحد من ممثلي الدولة وحاضر معانا الكوب 27 مستر فرانس. Welcome to our program Zoom Africa.
Thank you so much.
You are a part of delegation in here in Sharm el-Sheikh for Lesotho. So tell us more about the role of your country about the climate change and to be part of it.
Yeah, maybe first of all, Lesotho is located in Southern Africa, so it is entirely surrounded by South Africa. So that being the case means Lesotho is highly vulnerable to the impacts of climate change. It's a mountainous country with fragile ecosystem, and it's a least developed country. So those qualities, they make it one of the most vulnerable countries in the world with regards to the impacts of climate change. Looking at the contribution of Lesotho to the problem we have today, Lesotho's emissions are so low that you can say it is emitting zero. In fact, the electricity we produce in Lesotho is 99% renewable. So we are not generating any electricity through fossil fuels. We are generating electricity through water, hydro power. So our contribution in the problem is insignificant, but the challenges we are facing due to the impacts of climate change are huge.
Yeah, so is it your first time here in Sharm el-Sheikh?
No, it's not my first time. I have been in Sharm el-Sheikh in 2018 for National Adaptation Plan Expo. I was the representing Lesotho in that expo.
So we need to know more information about your great country, Lesotho, about the traditional things and culture, and more information.
Yes, Lesotho, like I said, it's a mountainous country in Southern Africa. We are a nation that lives on agriculture, and this agriculture is rain-fed. Our farming is in line with the rain season, so we don't have irrigation systems. We depend on the rainfall. So we are also a country that has two major seasons, summer and winter. And summers are warm and wet, winters are cold and dry. So we are a country that, a nation that wears blankets during the day. So just because of the weather conditions. So because of this winter climate, we receive snowfall in winter, and so one of the revenue for the country is in the tourism sector, because we have the snow skiing resorts. But apart from the tourism sector, the snow, when we get snow in winter, it is the source of water. Lesotho is one of the water towers in Southern Africa, so we even provide water to the neighboring countries. We sell water to the neighboring countries. So meaning this source of income for the country is at risk due to the change in climate. This tourism sector is also at risk because it's a mountainous, it's a beautiful country when you look at it. So people want to come and see this beautiful country. But with the current changes of atmospheric conditions, we are facing that beauty is slowly going away, and the water that we have is at risk because we no longer have continuous rains that we used to have. So that is what Lesotho is. We are entirely surrounded by South Africa, so we don't have access to the sea and maybe borders with other countries. We depend on the relationships we also have with our neighbor country.
Okay, if we want to deliver a message to our continent you're from here in Sharm el-Sheikh, what gonna say?
To the continent, I would say we have to work hard to make plans to reduce our vulnerability to the impacts of climate change. As the science have said, Africa and least developed countries are the most vulnerable countries in the world. So we have to work hard together and prepare our national adaptation plans and ask for funding from developed countries to implement these plans. Even to formulate them, we need money to be able to do that. We need money to be able to recover from the losses and damage that we experience as the result of climate change. We also call upon those who are big emitters to cut their emissions urgently and significantly so that the cost for adaptation will be reduced and the cost for loss and damage will also be reduced.
Thank you so much, Mr. Franz from Lesotho.
Thank you, madam.